Okay, Sagittarius, this is part 2. Let's see what wants to come out here for money. April, we could do quick hits and quick shots as well, though I am kind of more so feeling the narrative of what needs to be communicated for you as opposed to... I see you being victorious. I really do. I see you being victorious. I see you stepping up to the plate. We use that terminology in part 1. Knight of Wands is my hitter. He's my shooter, he or she. Scorpio, Sag. I feel as though you got some really dope people in your corner, but more importantly, you have yourself in your corner, Sagittarius. The Six of Wands in the upright speaks to being publicly noticed and recognized for your growth, maturity, your development, and being overall victorious in the public eye. The 6 and the 7 speak to that energy of going back for yourself. Going to bat for yourself, meaning sticking up for yourself, fighting for your beliefs and your convictions, your constitution, which you really kind of know that you have. If you know that you have a good quality product that is coming from you as source, then you're not going to budge even if you don't see the external validation. Okay, you don't need anyone or anything to stamp your passport, so to speak. Because you could see at a higher level and even to the point where you're not going to invest in games of manipulation, whether you're right or wrong, whether somebody cheats to win. You could kind of see it no matter how good they look doing it or what have you. You see through the nonsense, and you wouldn't even kind of beg to want to get off your throne enough to invest with back and forth pettiness. So the 10 of Pentacles in the upright speaks to Virgo energy. This is a very detail-oriented 6th house every day, also health-related. That wanted to fall out my mouth. So, excuse me, there's a number of... Let me move this for a second here. There's a number of references at this Virgo, earth sign. It's a mutable earth sign is what I'm trying to get at. Refers to... but overall, the 10 of Pentacles, I feel in this context, is you having successfully reached and achieved this kind of setting of having to be able to, or getting to, I should say, being able to, construct this legacy. You have the final keystone, the final masterpiece to the puzzle, it feels as though, and you really have this kind of tangible foot and setting clearly here with the jump from the 9 to the 10. Excuse me. Okay. And again, with that Ace of Swords in the upright speaking to victory, the 6 of Wands in the upright speaking to victory, and it just kind of proves that, you're a tough cookie and you've been able to carve this lane for yourself, but not only for yourself and, you having to leave others in the dust, wishing and hoping that you would take them back and or reconsidering, retracting their positions, their actions, their immaturity. That's their problem at this point. So sorry, my stomach's burbling. And you having to go through, your own kind of, sadness and sorrow as well, which is completely fine. It comes with the territory. The 3 of Cups in the upright speaks to a joyous occasion. This is victory. This is celebration. This is Cancerian summertime season. Now, diving into the sword imagery with the 2 of Swords in the reverse, another Ace of Sword in the upright imagery. We got triple victory essentially coming out here. So you're winning on various levels, regardless of whether you can see it or not. That Ace of Swords in the upright wants to add to the 5 of Swords in the upright. This is, again, kind of a snake eating its own tail. You now being able to make a cut and be kind of justifiably so. Let's clear the Etch-a-Sketch and start again with these additions. I like to do what I call tarot math when all these similar suits come out. And it's a good kind of way that you could use and incorporate in your reading as well. So the 3 and the 4, that gives us a 7 minus the 2. Again, that 5 of Swords in the upright here, because the 7 and the 2 lead to the 5. We got the Ace of Swords, this is 7. 8 of Swords is at times feeling trapped, okay, feeling stuck and trapped, not being able to see how much that you could do in regards to an expanse, expanding outside of your little bubble at times here. Let me see if there's anything else. Seven of Swords is planning and strategizing to kind of get out of said either bubble and or comfort zone. You might be using articulation, business acumen, math and sciences with the Queen of Swords in the upright to be able to, in the very least, fend off or, continue to carve your own, I wanted to say repertoire, but it's more so, what you're known for, your precise communication, but that is a reflection of you kind of getting to the point. And in doing so, you are in your back pocket, your back lane with the Death card in the reverse, going through this kind of spiritual rebirth. It's almost as if you're having this, and with Pluto and Capricorn, you're I wanted to say approaching yourself differently. You're presenting yourself differently, to the world, and people are seeing you ranking up and leveling up. Now, in regards to let's see, what categories can we usually give here? Let's do business, finances, work, and career. Okay. And then entrepreneurial pursuits and investments. Okay, so for entrepreneurial pursuits, there's a Hierophant. This is following a strict tradition, following a blueprint, and it could be written by yourself as well. The Knight of Cups in the reverse has to do with like the comings and goings of your emotionality, investing emotionally in what you believe in. I find that these are two tied together, your entrepreneurial pursuits and what you invest in. The business component has the Four of Wands. This could be a new springtime marriage or harmony, a meeting of the minds as well, a unifying of you with someone else in business. As far as finances, there may seem some injustices still occurring here with the Justice card in the reverse here for finances. This speaks to you not fretting or feeling as though you need to change or add something new to your repertoire. This is actually a call for with the Ace of Wands, in the reverse, not to take new action, not to add anything else to your plate, but continue to keep on hitting the pavement, so to speak. I do feel as though that you will be pleasantly surprised with the card of Sagittarius, actually. Eight of Wands coming in as to some sort of communication, some help, your ship's coming in, and your discipline having kind of paid off in your finances. There could have been some sacrifices that you had to make as well. Always, 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 I like to recommend not to worry. The Nine of Swords in the upright is Gemini energy, extra mental energy. Blow off that steam in a healthy, positive, constructive way, whether it's working out, getting off the beaten path in a fun, expressive, creative way, putting down the burdens. If you want to, all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. So just keep that in mind. When you put something to the side, it has time and space to grow in this kind of quantum, fun, universal way. So you will be pleasantly surprised when you walk away from the workbench. And it only takes like an hour or two. You don't have to commit a whole day or a week. Now, that's finances. Stay tried and true, disciplined, and you will see it come around here. I'm seeing here, again, the positive card of the bunch is that Eight of Wands in the upright. Now, with the Sun card in the upright, this is work. Feel free to interpret and apply if it resonates. I'm just using terminology for money, quote unquote, so to speak. The overview was money, and now we're just using these specific categories. Business, finance, we just did. Work, career, entrepreneurial, and investing, we just did as well before. The Sun card is coming out for work. So this is kind of being pleasantly where you would want to be. You're incorporating fun with your work. You're seeing that what you do is actually fun. Even if it is crunching numbers or what have you, you're a little bit of a nerd or a geek for it, but you have no problem because you could find the fun in the work. Sagittarius, especially in the month of April, maybe if you're working at home, maybe if you want to go outside for lunch or go outside for a business meeting. King of Wands in the reverse is approaching your work in the month of April with kindness, warmth, and understanding. Happy to see people enthusiastically moving in your direction as well in the month of April for work. Sagittarius, this represents a Taurus or a Gemini energy. Could be Cancerian. I got double Leo energy on deck here. Anything else for work for Sagittarius? There is adding to your repertoire, adding to your resume with the Nine of Cups in the upright. This is minor arcana wish fulfillment. Another 9 referencing independence. This is, trophies. as I always like to say, it's adding another one to, another one to your trophy case, and being so content and satisfied at your accomplishments. This could be updating your LinkedIn profile. This can be updating your resume. This could, you know, I do see a rebirth in career here. We did speak to not adding another element to your work as much as it could be dusting off something from the shelf and making yourself appearing, you know, way better looking just by doing little touch-ups, again, to your resume, to your profiles, things of this nature, work related. And I do see that will be, you know, very much so enticing. I wouldn't be surprised if this Knight of Swords adds some value to you, some happiness to you. The Ten of Cups just came out here as well. So this is what I'm seeing here, with the Knight of Swords bringing something very cool with them your way if you're the Sun card in the upright. So very lovely there. Pisces and Jupiter energy with the Ten of Cups in the upright. Jupiter being in Pisces for the moment. This is not going to be something that you're going to have to manifest. Okay, this is going to be something that's quantum related that you've already been focusing on. Again, we talked about harnessing and discipline with the Strength card in the reverse. This is kind of a let it roll, let it fly type feel, and you're actually clearing air and space and room for your blessing to come in. When you put your kind of mastermind down for a second, Sagittarius. Now the Moon card is in the upright for career overall, your career path. This is an emotional comfortability, 4th house in astrology. The King of Swords represents Capricorn and Aquarius energy. This references another kind of very kind of big punch in the right direction to business acumen. You already had the Queen of Swords in the upright, so I wouldn't be surprised if you met this very kind of how would I say this? And I'm not sure what category the Queen of Swords came out for, but the Queen and the King of Swords are here. This could be a power couple as well, a business partnership. We've got the Queen of Swords going to work for you, going to bat for you while you underwent this kind of personal rebirth here. Queen of Swords tends to be Libra, Virgo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising. King of Swords tends to be Capricorn, Aquarius energy, Sun, Moon, Rising. And so you guys could actually kind of, you see them here back to back. You may have had a falling out in the past here with the Four of Wands in the reverse, but you guys could be getting back together. We got all these Drake and DJ Khaled references. You know, you both are kind of crowned with the butterflies in the back. Shout out the clock, butterflies in the back. And so the butterfly famously represents going into the cocoon, right? Going into that, you know, chrysalis or whatever terminology, pupa, and being reborn and coming back together. And it's so, so beautiful. Ugh, look at these wings. Look at these wings imagery here. Somebody, like, you know, was earning their angel wings is what I'm getting here. So, you know, so strong, so beautiful, so porcelain sensitive as well. Delicate, I should say. But look at those wings. Somebody really learned how to fly on their own here. The King of Swords in the upright. No slouch in their own regard. No slouch in their own regard. If there isn't an external manifestation of this, whether it's a business or romantic partnership, this can be the divine masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Understanding how to fly, how to keep your spirits high on your own. This could be travel as well with the Six of Swords in the upright, investing into something that is related to healing an emotional hurt or past from the past, maybe even back home. Clearing the air, as I mentioned before. Now the internal kind of coming together of this divine masculine and feminine in regards to the dimension of mentality, articulation, communication, and also choosing your battles, picking what fights to fight. Let's see, we got a master number 11 when we add all of the swords here. So you've really kind of gained supreme mastery and control over your kind of mentality here. And if you haven't, then you may be on that trajectory, Sagittarius. Let's see, with the Five of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords, double travel energy here. It could be moving out of your comfort zone with the Moon card in the reverse here. It could be having to do with taking a risk on a twin flame. You hear the strong wind in the background. Those are the winds of change are blowing, guys. Times are changing, and it's a beautiful thing. Six of Wands in the reverse. Could be someone traveling to you. You having stood your ground. We spoke a lot to you standing your ground in regards to morality. That's what the Six of Wands represents. You got that in the upright, representing our external lives, public adulation, lauding, recognition. But the flip reverse, inverse of it is the morality being tried and true. Yes, you could have both. Not everyone's a scumbag. And so I think a lot of this uncomfortability with the moon card in the reverse is, can I trust this person? Can I trust myself? Have I mastered myself internally? As well, to the point of understanding the spiraling out mechanisms or the moments of insecurity. Those are investments as well. We're talking about money, value, worth, investments. It's all connected, and that comes in the form of self-sabotage at times as well. And so this could be taking a risk on a past lover, past twin flame, maybe a reunion, giving birth to that in some way, shape, or form with the Empress in reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse is putting down this psychic wound, putting down these burdens, putting down these baggages and resentments here from this past falling out. Anything else with the Chariot card in the reverse here to kind of clarify this falling out energy? Okay, someone may want to come back and invest energies in you. You've been a hermit, so they may want to kind of come back around. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic. It could be, like I said, someone that just wants to kind of add value to you. Someone that you couldn't have pulled in or manifested any sooner. They had to kind of, get their head out of their butt and realize this on their own. So hopefully that plays out to you. But with the Devil card in the upright, this is wariness against toxicity and falling into the same old shackles and cycles. Not allowing yourself to do that. Continuing to have firm boundaries, okay? Even if it's at work. Three of Pentacles is a place of work, so this is continuing to have firm and strong boundaries so that you don't fall, if this is a business relationship, back into the pattern of having someone kind of just kick and push you around. So I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. As always, reach out for one-on-one. Love and light to you guys.